Right, I want to leave that there. I'm in a new position and I'm very unsure about how far away from the camera I am, so we'll wing it this time and not until I get on and see. Yeah, I'll get on and see. And hi, I'm a couple of minutes late. I got totally distracted. Not that it takes much, mind. Not much at all. Right, right, what can we see? Oh, we can see the top. We can see. Oh yeah, I think that'll be fine. I'll be able to work there. But hi Sheila, hi Julie, hi Caroline. Heidi, hi Lorna. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to work up in this bit here. The tea dyeing. I want to move that actually. The tea dyeing. I've been tea dyeing today. I was talking to Kelly the other day. I think it was the other day. I've got no idea what day it is. Hi Maureen. And basically, should mention tea dyeing. And I was like, oh, I don't know about tea dyeing fabric. But it worked better than the paper. And in fact, I'm sure I've done it before as well, you know, I don't know. But it's Kelly's fault this was stuck in my head. I mean, look how good the fabric looks. Isn't it lovely? And then I did envelopes. But what I did with the fabric was, as it was drying, I left it on. So you get like this pattern. So this has been out all day. I've done doilies. I did cardstock, little bits of lace, some still on the washing line, smaller envelopes. So I've done absolutely loads. This bit of fabric, which I think looks really cool. And all these fabrics were just like offcuts, like a scratty bundle. So where we're at, over here. I need to be here. I need to put an X marks the spot. Did we see any of that? Because I'm now on this side with the thingy, the tripod thing, because, well, you know the story of how bad I am with stuff. Right, can we see there? Looks fantastic. We can see. You've been hovering waiting for us, have you, Caroline? Hi Diane. Anyway, it's so lovely to have you here. And honestly, again, I know I did the YouTube live and stuff, but oh my gosh, how much you've loved the inks and the new stamps and stuff. It just blew my mind. Honestly, really blew my mind. It's always nerve-wracking taking new stuff on, especially when you've put your take on it and you've drawn it and fabulousness. So I have already cut 3 tags out. We're just going to make some journal ephemera. I can't even speak. Journal ephemera sort of stuff tonight. And I've got the book. And I thought we could just make it quite vintagey, but still incorporate the stamps and things. So I thought that might be nice. So I did cut 3 tags. I didn't use the tagged dies because I know some people might not have them. So I just cut them myself. So, but if you've got the tag dies, they'll be perfect for getting the sizing and everything. I'm just clearing a space to the die machine. And grabbing these. And I think I'm going to go with Love as the one. Well, where's that at? So I've got the Love die there. And I'm not going to do the outline as well. I'm just going to cut out the middle one. Let you know how you've got this one and then outline. I'm just going to cut this one and stamp onto it. You're waiting for a stamp set and pin. They'll not be long. Honestly, the girls in the office are just so on it. They're so fast. They're fabulous. Right, oh, I put stuff back on the die machine now. So I'm going to pop these through. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use this page. So I've got the writing. Obviously the writing will be sideways, but it's just for the effect that we're wanting. Which stamp set did you get? The big one? I'm just going to pop it straight through the die machine. Oh, no I'm not, because I've moved it. Try again. have you all kept cool and under this heat? It's crazy hot, isn't it? I'm enjoying it, mate, I have to say, but I don't have to go out and work in it. If I had to go out and I was still doing hairs and things like that, I would have been sweating. Here we are. Here it is. So, oh, don't rip it, Emma. 2 rampages. So I might use this one. I might cut another. No, I think I'm going to. I like it. There we go. So we have that, and then I'll stamp it out. Hi, Simon. My Eureka is again still in my bag because I'm useless. So we're just going to wing it and see what happens. If you don't hit it, actually what you could do is ink it up and then pop it over that way. I think that's what I'll do for a little bit different. Why not? And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. The only one that I'd really want perfect is the yourself. And if I don't get it perfect this time around, it's not the end of the world, because we can... Oh, fabulous, Caroline. We can just cut that bit off and just have the love. So I'm not too... Oh, we're shaking. We're shaking. I'll lift it up. Okay, the tripod needs to be moved. I'm trying to find a better setup so you can see things better and for the focus. So please do bear with just for a little while. I think I've cracked YouTube, and I'm thinking I might just start using my phone for the Facebook as well. Yes, if you're on Emma's Happy Place, the page over there, it's cross-posted over, so I can't actually see the comments until after. So if you want to ask us anything or anything, come over to the Thirsty Brush and Co Facebook page, and you will see us there. I will see you. It's nice and clear. That's good. Am I in the right place as well? So all I've done is basically, it's one of the other ways that, there you go, you can stamp them out. Again, this I'm not too fussed about because we can just cut that bit off. That was the love I really wanted. Oh. In fact, oh, I can hear it, Christopher. I'm live, Christopher.
You're live.
I'm live. Just in case you were gonna...
The hill when your room's red and flashing.
Actually, yes, that's a good point. My internet went off earlier as well.
My PC turned off.
It turned off, did it?
It completely turned off.
If we go off, I'm terribly sorry, but I'll continue and pop a picture up. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know, maybe if you turned off at the wall and turn it back on, leave it 5 minutes.
Okay.
Not the one in the sitting room.
Yeah.
I don't...
Not the one in the sitting room, the one in the room.
Yeah, basically, because Kermit might have been behind there today, I don't know. If you want to do us a favour, you can go and get the rest of my paper and off the washing line.
Off the washing line out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, we're back. Internet. So we are going with these 3 dies. I'm going to grab a hole punch and pop a hole in the top of them straight away, because we will join them together, and it's going to be like a layered... You could pop it in a journal, you could pop it in a card, you can give it away instead of a card. You can even pop gift tags and things in it. And for the first one, I'm thinking the love's going to go on. So we'll even pop it to the side here. But we need to layer it up, and we need to bring some colour in as well. So I've got this. This is one I used on the jelly plate. And what I thought it would go with, perfect, was this, just to bring a little bit of colour into the vintage. It looks really good, doesn't it? Use everything. Use newspaper, stamp onto your, oh, what's it called? Why can't I ever remember names? Stamp onto your Thirsty Brush papers and things like that, and it totally changes the look of them once you die cut them out and stamp on them. It's really quite cool. I was looking for a stencil of some sort. We'll use this one. And what I'm going to do is, can we see?
This is only some of it. I'm going to go turn my thing off at the wall and then get it so...
That's fine. Just hold that in the settee for us, please, son.
Settee.
Yeah, please. It'll be dry now near enough anyway, is it? Yeah, thank you. Bless him. He's like my little gopher. Romantic. I don't know about romantic. Maybe it's romantic. I'm thinking we should go this way. This is a Stamps by Me stencil and I love it so much. Well, you can tell by how much I've used it. And again, I'm not going in and keeping it too neat. I kind of want it to be a bit all different. So some of it's really heavy, some of it's really light. I want it to look vintage and aged and sort of your browns and your purples and things. Can we see? I'll move up a bit. Yeah, I don't like this camera thing next to us. Your version of that's fine. Everybody's got the different versions of stuff. So again, I'm back down. I'm back down to hunting brushes that I so need to tidy out properly. I've been so busy doing stuff lately, one thing after the other. Every time I finish one project, I'm like, oh, but if I just did this, I really need to tidy down stuff. Just a little bit. Right, and now I'm thinking splats, purple splats, and then the purple pink lace. And this, because the paper I used, there, I'll see it there. Because the paper I used for the tea dyeing was a smooth paper, it's going to soak in the ink and it's not going to work brilliant with watercolours and things, so you're going to get really like sunken in ink and stuff like that. Does that make sense? Am I talking rubbish? Always. So I'm going to have this bit so it's hanging off the edge a little bit, I think. Just going a little bit different tonight, but still bringing in the colour as well. I think I really want to show. You see me glue stopper? It's got a little sword on the top. I'm thinking that way might look better with the white showing through. What do you think? Brighter side or whiter side? What do you think? I'm going to go whiter. Hi, Terry. The teeny tiny little brush. I think it's a makeup brush. I don't know what it is. Maybe an ink brush. I just located one and thought, right, I've got that. Emma really needs a sort out. Oh, excellent, Kim. I've just seen that there. You just have to keep shouting them at us if you leave comments and things, because sometimes I don't see them. And we're going to have that there. But I do think possibly we may need something else. Should we try a bit of doiling? Maybe it's just, we'll tear this bit off. Just to bring in a little bit of the light colour as well, because now we've gone there. And it's just all about layering up again. It's when I do any kind of collage. This is how I do it. I sort of add a bit, take a bit away, add a bit, take a bit away. Have a look, see what I think. It doesn't all have to go on if you don't want it to. But sometimes just having that extra layer between things can totally change it like that. What I was thinking so far. Remember, this is the back layer. This isn't, we've got another 2 dies to go over, another 2 tags to go over the top. So, is my internet working okay, ladies? I'm not lagging or anything. I know the camera angle's a bit stupid. I'm practically working in the window. So yes, after the excitement of the weekend, yesterday I didn't do an awful lot actually yesterday. Yeah, working all good. Thank you. Very good. Thank you, very good. Thank you very much. So I'm going to have a love there. And then while that's drying, we're going to stamp out some of the flowers from the Real Not Perfect. Stamp set, what did I do with it? What did I do with it? There it is. I put it away. There's the other stencil as well. And I'm thinking we'll go with this one. It's all good there. What I'll do is I'll just fussy cut them out so we don't have to fight with the die machine, because I've covered it again now. One day, you know, I'll be ever so organised. And I'll shock the life out of yous all. All good, that's good. I was fighting in case the internet went off. That's what Christopher came down before. I mean, honestly, I paid an absolute fortune for the internet. I'm going to use these bits with the lace effect on. It should be absolutely spot on all the time. But, you know. Just a couple of these flowers for now. Use the smaller ones. Has everybody been totally red hot today? I love this flower as well. It's a flower for everything, isn't it? And this does actually come with a die. It's only because I've now covered the die machine over again, and rather than fight with it for now. I might use tomorrow as a day to straighten up the desk again so I can get the things. I actually need to straighten up my kitchen as well. And everything else. Loads of stuff just gets dumped. I keep saying that one day I'll never be organised, honestly, because as soon as I sit down, my gran used to call us a tornado. Because as soon as I sit down, it just chaos goes on. Oh, Christopher's dropped something. Sounded like it was going to fall through the ceiling. And Kermit's quiet as well. I even think, considering Kermit is supposed to be like, I don't know tropical, I don't think he comes from that hot a place, but he's supposed to like the heat, and he used to bask in the window today. He's stayed right away from it and he's been really quiet. So we give him, I make ice cube trays up full of apples and things for him, bits of carrot, and I get them out every morning just so he's got like a nutritionist. He's got a better diet than me, and I give him a cooler bath today, and I give him that, but then I give him it, rather than let it go really like to room temperature, I give him it so it's like fridge temperature, and he loved it. It must have been a bit like an ice lolly. Right, so what I'm going to do is, because I've still got some of the Distress Oxide here, I'm going to mix it with this purpley colour just a little bit, just to sort of keep the tone the same going all the way through. And I'm just going to add a little bit. Nothing too... So you don't want to add too much of the brown to it, or else you'll end up getting a really awful colour. But just a little bit with the tea dye as well. And I mean, the inks still look nice and bright, and the colour, you can still see the purple colour, but it's got the tone of the tea dye and the brown as well. That looks really cool. Where's the camera bit out there? I wonder if that's what I've done. I've maybe just put the thing on upside down. Oh, next week. Next week I'll have it right. Kermit's one of a kind, honestly. I mean, I see people who train the parrots to ride on, you know, the kids' scooters and things, you know, the kids' toys. Can you remember when you used to get the finger scooter and the finger skateboards and things for kids? Loads of people teach the parrots to do that, or learn the parrots to do that. Mine will throw a ball for himself and run after it. That didn't teach him that. I think he just thought I best amuse myself, because, well, I'll end up mad if she teaches us anything. The painting parish. Now, I'm not a very tidy person. Even if I wasn't crafting, I'm not a tidy person. I never have been. There we go. Let's get some of that nice sunshiny yellowy orange as well. Sunshine yellow. And again, I'm going to put it next to the oxides. Whoops. And into the middle. And then the green that actually comes with this set of inks as well is absolutely perfect. The darker one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Got it there. Digging for it. So the darker one is actually perfect anyway to mix in over the tea dye. It's already got that sort of darker tint to it. But again, if you do want it wishy-washy, again, just pop it on there. So you go with it. But I think it looks nice like that. But again, I'll show just the same sort of method. And layer them up. If you want it darker in some places and lighter in others, just layer them up. So you can go back in with the purple as well and layer it up. And you can still get your dark and your shadow and things, but all you've done is add a little bit of the base colour to it. And you're going to get that kind. So it's still nice and bright, it's still nice and colourful, but it works with your vintage side of it as well. It doesn't all have to be sunglasses. The painting parish. It would be, wouldn't it? Kermit's eaten pencil before. I don't know if that counts. I was colouring in near him and he was chomping on one of the coloured pencils. Not the lead bit, just the wooden bit. Destroying. The destroyer parrot will be suit him more. Right, yeah, round the edges just to ink it up. And again, I'm just using the sponge with whatever's left on it, so it's probably browns and blacks anyway. And then into the love. I'm going to pop them on there like that, I think. Well, it just changes it up just a little bit for me from being totally bright, but it's not too far away from what I usually do anyway. It's still, because I do love a bit of vintage, I really do. And the next tag, I'll pop that to one side for now. The next tag I think will come in with a little bit stenciling just the same, and this one is, I cannot remember what I've called this. It's a thirsty brush stencil anyway. If you haven't got it, it'll be on the website. You just have to look for the pattern because I don't remember names. I don't remember my children's names half the time. I muddle them up. Where's my brush? Oops. So then, just layering them up. Again, just to make it a little bit different, and of course it works in with what I've been up to today, which helps. Sorry about the shaky camera. This is getting moved ASAP. Imagine one day on both streaming things that I use, the YouTube and the Facebook, that I get everything totally right in 1 week. Imagine how cool that'll be. And again, around the edges, I'm mixing in whatever colours are left on there as well, because why not? Woo. It's fine, not wobbling too much. Nobody's eyes are going wonky. Has anybody got any crafty plans for tomorrow? Or is everybody just hoping that they're a little bit cooler, or that the storms have stopped? This time I'm going to splash some of the green, so it ties in with the tag that we're using behind, but also It keeps the colour scheme all the same, and it'll tie in with the green of the flowers. There we go. I love splashing paint. Love it. And then again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with this stamp set. These little stamps are just so unbelievably useful. And you can get a good texture, you can get a good... that is going to be massive for that little one, isn't it? You can get a good sort of pattern building thing going. We'll use this one. This one's a smaller one. Like that. And I'm going to use the Crown Espresso again, just to keep all the colours going the same. Caroline, happy birthday! Oh, I hope you have a lovely day. Do you know what? Facebook never ever tells me when it's somebody's birthday now. So unless I'm actually told, it's 3 days later when Facebook pops up and tells us, you know. How terrible is that? With a person with a memory like mine who can't remember words. Shocking behaviour. There we go. So again, we can already see a pattern starting to build. We've got the splashes, then we've got this sort of coming down here, and then with the stencil in the background. Again, just all different layers to make up a completely different sort of feel to it. And then, so this one, we want, that one's going to sit over the top. But then obviously be able to flick them up. This one we might actually add a pocket, I think. So all I want to do, I'm going to pop it on this side, like that. And I'm going to use the ripped one, because some of these have ripped when I've gotten them out of the water and things. Maybe it's full length across. I don't know. And you see the white line still going down. If we tear it, like that, I think. So again, I'm going to ink around the edges of this. I didn't have anything planned here. That may not be good. I think it would be a fabulous idea to craft afterwards. Some of the best ideas come from a good afternoon out at a bottomless brunch or lunch. So I'm going to make this really quite dark around the edges so it stands forward in contrast. Really, really, I'm going to pull the top down as well so we've got a really vintage look. So curls. Like that. And then I'm going to go back over with the same stencil, but just lightly. Just so it ties in just a little bit. And maybe it's just even in one corner. Like that. Just so it ties in and matches perfect with the top. And then this bit here, if you're giving it instead of a card or something, which I think would be lovely. I think I'd prefer this to a card. Could be where you put a gift card or a gift voucher. Or something. Oh. It's really hard to gift wrap vouchers and things, isn't it? And I just thought this might be something a bit different. Or if you've got a journal and you want it inside for all journaling cards and things, just add in, well, add in your journaling cards basically. What I'll do here is I will just, not very straight at all, make a little tag just to pop in. But we're going to envision that that's a gift card, I think, for now. And I will add some more of this ribbon along the bottom of here. Again, all tying in to what we're doing. And I'm going to leave a little bit hanging out the bottom, hanging off the bottom. And the glue I'm using in here is a mix of glues, different PVAs, because I had lots of little bottles, so I've put all of it in together. And it seems to work just fine. And again, Not too high, just popping it there. Just letting a little bit fall off. And then I found this as well. I don't know what's in it. Should have a peek before. Oh, vintagey stuff. I've had this kicking around for a while. I'm not even sure where it came from. It's got buttons and all sorts in. So I'm thinking now, let's just build up some little vintagey bits. So if you've got papers and things, I'm sure our Tony, Stamps by Me, she had loads and loads of stamps and things with vintage firmer on and keys and stuff. What are these? I thought, it's a tiny book. It's a tiny little dictionary. How cute's that? I kind of don't want to use that just because little. And I think we'll have this button on there. Do you think? So again, something a little bit different. Hold it in place just 1 second. Do you think everybody's out enjoying the sun tonight? If you wouldn't mind giving us a little share, that would be absolutely fabulous. Please and thank you. Just holding that down. Hold it in place. So again, that one will layer over the top. And I think the colours are working really, really nice together. What do you think? Are we loving it? Are we not loving it? Should I stick to neon pink? And then the last one, I don't know. Should I go with these music sheets now that I've opened that little envelope? So I'm sure as well, I'm sure you ladies have got little bits of things lying around that you haven't used yet. Definitely loving it. That's good. I am pleased. So I think for this one, what I'm going to do is I was going to bring in the other stencil again. Have I put it on the floor? I dropped it. Did anybody see which direction it went in? The one with the half moons? What did I do with it? Okay, actually we'll go completely down a different route. Then we'll do 3 different kind of stencils. I was going to keep the patterns the same, but we're going to go in with this one. Music, definitely, I think so as well. Again, back in with the ground espresso, which is, I find, the most useful. Oops, Daisy Emma, put that back down. The most useful distress oxide, especially because it works so well to mix in with other colours to sort of bring them down a tone or two, like a shade or two. But it's also great for shadows and inking and darkening edges and things. It's not a black, but it's a very dark brown. Yeah, let's go in. And a really deep dark edge. Not being careful about it being totally spot on either. Again, we're going very vintage. Hi, Madeline, is that you? Have I read that right? There we go. And I'm going to ink around the edges of the music paper as well. Just keeping it all tied in. And then this time, because I've run out of the pink lace, but I'm thinking maybe we could use a little bit of this fabric. It's already got that lovely frayed edge and it's got these patterns on as well, but I'm just thinking this top bit here, and I'll cut round the pattern just for more texture and things. Then we've got the frayed top part, which we can pull out. Just pulling it all out. Did you see the new box of Tony's today? The, what's it called? What, society. I was going to say sobriety. I don't know what even that. I don't even know what that even means. I probably shouldn't say things I don't know. So I'm going to go with that because it really does match the ground espresso, but it's like an extra texture. Okay, just gluing it on to there. And then we're going to have this little bit of lace here, so it's nice and white, and build it up like that. So just a little bit more glue. So all your bits you've got, do you know, if you keep all your bits when you're crafting, if you're doing a bit of lace and you cut a bit off, am I still on the camera? And then we will go with the music one here. Again, if you're in Emma's Happy Place watching and I can't see your comments, it's because where I originally went live was on the Thirsty Brush & Co Facebook page. So if you ask any questions and things, I will have a look afterwards. But if you want us to answer them now, if you come over to the Thirsty Brush & Co page, I'll be able to see when you write them out. I know it's a bit of a, yeah, it's a bit of a that. It would be good if we could see them all. I've got dried flowers on that note. So these dried flowers, they're for resin and things like that, and I've had them around for a while. But I'm thinking on the front of here, because this is going to sit forward, we could add just a few sprigs with a little bit of lace, just to totally change it up a bit and match in, because we've got flowers on the back one. And these here. And then this little bit of lace, I think, is going to come in super handy. Just... It's like a totally different person crafting, isn't it, today, when we're going vintage. I just thought it would be a nice change on the neon pinks and things, and I really wanted to play with the tea dye papers. Push that over. So any little bits of lace like this and things, you can buy them in charity shops, you can find them on markets and things like that. Oh, I'm going to glue that one onto there. I'm going to put plenty of glue on it though, because I want it to stay within the next 10 seconds. Just hold my finger on it a second. And then, you know what, I think I'm going to add a button here as well, just because I've got my finger holding this on anyway. There we go. So 2 seconds. So what do you think of this? Different, a little bit different. It's a different take on it, isn't it? I love using the scraps as well. I think it makes us think a little bit. Has everybody got a box of scraps with bits of card and things in? You could tea dye them all different colours and try different colours, definitely. I mean, like I say, this is completely Kelly's idea, but I kind of made it my idea. So Kelly loves vintage and things as well. Kelly's on my design team, and like I say, it was just a conversation I had with her, and it's amazing how things come from that. So this idea here that I'm giving you might end up with a totally different idea. I mean, you could even we could use any of the Thirsty Brush flowers and just paint them slightly different. I'm looking for a bit of something that we can tie these together with. I'm going to use this bit of lace. But what I was thinking was, right, so that's probably not going to stay together very well. What we could use, if I can find, oh yeah, these here, these paper clips are so cool. I've got about a gazillion of them. Oh, no wonder I've just cracked the box. I've fastened them. I must obviously force the box open when I first got it. Oh, bear with, not lose a finger. And it's all different colours. So I'm thinking we should go with this pale pink. And they're like a light bulb. I don't even know what they're called. When I first started like obsessively shopping for them, I called them light bulb pins. And we are going to fasten. Do you want us to go off screen for this? Because we know what's going to happen, don't we? It is me after all. I'm fasten it together like that. I'm going to pop the key on it first. Then we've got a charm. and fasten it together like that. See, no fingers were injured. However, I did give myself a paper cut today, tea dyeing. Dangerous. Hold on. Hang on, I'll have to bring it closer. I'm miles away. There we go. So that is there, and just pop that down. And then we've got a little charm as well. Now, how cute is that? You could have your gift tag there or whatever, your journaling cards and your love, and then you could even put papers on the back as well and decorate both sides. So I think that is a whole new side to Thirsty Brush, and we can incorporate the bright inks and the stamps and things. So I just wanted to show more than anything that not everything has to be neon pink. Just because we've got the neon colours and the bright colours doesn't mean we can't take it into vintage as well. Oh, hello? Oh, it is, yeah. I thought we were getting bagelled. And so there we go. I'd maybe add a few pearls here maybe. But yes, I've thoroughly enjoyed that. I will pop a picture up on Facebook, and anything else I decide to make now I'm on this little kick. But this bit here I love. And then the words cut out in the music paper. I love it. I love it. I'm very happy with that. But until Thursday, my dears, I think that is it. I'm going to change this. I really don't like it. The new camera angle, Christopher. I don't like it. But yes, have a lovely rest of the week. I will see you Thursday on YouTube at 8 PM. Wear sun cream. It's hot out there. And so different, isn't it, Brenda? It's like a totally different thing. Let us know what you think in the comments. Please give the live a share. If you're coming back later on, leave a comment and let us know what you think as well, because I quite like it. I'm quite chuffed with that. But I will see you Thursday. We are getting the jelly plate out with the new collection, because I want to do that as well, and show another side of it. Just show exactly what you can do, meaning Thirsty Brush Unlimited. Until then though, good night.